Now at 5, South Florida jumps into action amid the devastation in Haiti.
They need help. Haiti is a poor country.
Tonight, added misery for Haiti just days after the deadly earthquake. That added misery comes in the form of Tropical Depression Grace.
And with Grace comes torrential rain and the potential for mudslides. CBS News natural correspondent Vladimir Duthiers begins our team coverage live tonight in Port-au-Prince with more on the situation in Haiti right now. Vlad?
Yeah, Jim and Elliott here in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Medevac victims from this weekend's deadly earthquake have been sent to area hospitals because conditions are so dire near the epicenter. The best care, frankly, is right here in the capital. And we visited one hospital where in the last 48 hours, they've treated over 100 victims. And now, as you just mentioned, there's a race against time because this tropical depression is threatening to bring heavy rains and major flooding, which has already started, to the areas hit hardest by the earthquake, which of course could hamper rescue operations.
Rescuers recovered more bodies from under the rubble in the coastal community of Lekki near the earthquake's epicenter. The death toll is expected to rise and hospitals are overwhelmed by the injured, 5,700 and counting. They are tending to patients outside. Thousands of survivors are also outside, camped out in soccer fields the last 2 nights. This woman says the earthquake destroyed her home and there's no drinkable water. Their struggles are expected to worsen with the weather. The tropical system named Grace is headed for the island tonight. The U.S. National Hurricane Center forecasts up to 15 inches of rain in some parts of Haiti. It's the latest in a string of catastrophes for this impoverished country. In 2010, an earthquake killed an estimated 300,000 people in and around the capital city, Port-au-Prince. In 2016, Hurricane Matthew leveled towns along the coast. Last month, the country's president was assassinated. Haiti's ambassador to the U.S. says Haiti's interim government needs to step up and build a stronger nation.
We cannot avoid any earthquake, but at least when the earthquake comes, there will be better resistance of those buildings and every other infrastructure. So they won't collapse like a house of cards.
The island's infrastructure is built to withstand hurricanes, but not earthquakes, which the country is prone to. The U.S. Geological Survey says it sits over the intersection of 2 tectonic plates, and their movement has devastated Haiti for centuries.
And Jim and Elliott, that devastation that we've seen time and time again in Haiti had me reflecting on 2 sort of sayings that you hear Haitians from time to time say. One, Déemo Guémon, which means beyond the mountains, there are mountains. That's how Haiti sees and Haitians see themselves. There's another one, which is Union fait la force. With unity, there is strength, which is emblazoned on the country's flag. And that's how Haitians have been able to get through calamity after calamity time and time again.
They're certainly going to need that strength. Vlad, you were in Haiti after the 2010 earthquake, which of course killed so many more people. What, in your view, makes this situation different?
You know, sadly, it's not that different. The images that you and I have been seeing that have come in to us in the early days of the earthquake and where we are today are reminiscent of what we saw back in 2010. And that's really sad that in the subsequent 11 years, this country has not been able to do more to protect its citizens. There is one bright hope. We spoke to one doctor today at an area hospital, and he said that they are now able to actually treat and in some cases rehabilitate some of the crush victims, something that they weren't able to do back in 2010. In 2010, we were on the ground watching people have their limbs amputated in field hospitals and triage hospitals that were set up all across Port-au-Prince. Jim and Elliott.
They've been through so much there. All right, Vladimir Duthiers reporting to us live from Port-au-Prince. Thank you so much.